Brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen of the zombie community, especially the people of Treyarch, I just want to say thank you for these amazing 10 years. Believe it or not, but I started playing zombies when I was only 8 years old. Here we are at the end line of Aether story. I'm only 19 now. And seeing that, that the story has come to an end, it really broke my heart, especially when I saw them die. I was honestly, when I saw that part of the ending, I was honestly crying because it felt like as if someone real close to me has died. And I'm just tearing up just remembering it. The ending really messed me up because I cannot stop thinking about it. I cannot, especially those quotes in the end also. It really did make me cry. And what's it called? I remember finishing story mode on War at War, unlocking zombie mode, Nazi zombies. Man, oh man, those were the days. I was only 8 years old at the time. I was so happy. But man, of course I was bad because, I was just starting off. But that didn't stop me. I was still playing it and playing it. And I was even more happy when I heard that zombie Baruch, Shino Numa, and their Reese were coming. And how the pack a punch and perks got introduced. That was the days. And in Black Ops 1, when Kino Der Toten came out with the little Easter egg, the 5. I loved the 5 back in Black Ops 1. That was my favorite map, especially fighting against the Pentagon Thief, which is known as Yuri now. And getting mad because he stole your weapons, but it was always fun to chase him down just to get your weapon back. And they came Ascension, the very first Easter egg. I was happy as hell when I did it because, I had to get my brother and 2 other friends to help me because I'm pretty sure no one would wanted to help me because I sounded like a squeaker at the time. And it was a thrilling ride. Unfortunately, I never got to do Call of the Dead because no one wanted to help me at the time, unfortunately. I remember fighting George Romero, God rest his soul, the zombie legend. And what's it called? Shangri-La was alright. Moon, I always wanted to do the Easter egg on that one. Unfortunately, I couldn't. And then that's when they remastered the maps from the World at War. I was happy as hell. So the only map I played was Der East over and over again. And then Black Ops 2 came around. Of course, I got older. When Transit came, I was happy because it was a new crew also, and I was like, huh. Of course, it took some time to getting used to them and stuff, and the world blowing up because of the moon Easter egg. It's funny on how the story connects. Unfortunately, I couldn't do the Easter egg on that one either. As much as I tried and tried, no one wanted to help. I even went in public sessions to get help, but no one wanted to help. And what's it called? Well, that's when Nuketown came out also. Love that map. What's it called? Then that's when Die Rise came out. I wasn't really a big fan of that, but I joined a random public session and we managed to do the Easter egg, but I wanted to do it on Richtoft's side, but we only managed to do it on Max's side. What's it called? Until unfortunately the next DLC with Mob of the Dead, where one of the zombie producers left and Jason Blundell took over. Mob of the Dead, I managed to do the Easter egg with only, just the 2 of us. Me and this random dude. I was so happy that I was able to complete it. Let Weasel killing me so the cycle can break. That was a satisfying ending for me, especially getting to the Golden Gate Bridge and all that. It was really fun. And then you had buried one of the hardest Easter eggs, because I got to the ending so many times, but especially that target part at the end. I played with so many randoms. We always got to the ending part, but we could never finish it because there was always someone missing their damn target. I always hit mine, but of course, some random always had to mess it up. And I made it there to the ending like what, 4, 5 times. Never completed it because, yeah, Origins. Because since I was, living in, since my family was living poor at the time, I couldn't play Origins, and I was real sad too. What's it called? And then that's when Black Ops 3 came around. With only Shadows of Evil, unfortunately. That only map, unless you bought what was it, the higher edition, so you can get the Giant, aka their race, playing as Primus. It was cool. And then you had, what's it called? What was the map that came out? Der Eisendrache, a really good map. A really good Easter egg on that one. And then you had Zetsubo no Shima. And the map was alright, Easter egg was alright. And you had Goral Krovi. Easter egg was a pain in the ass, especially the boss fight. Oh man. I remember popping Perkaholic just as a trump card. And then that's when Revelations came out, Goral Krovi was unfortunately the last Treyarch made map. You had Revelations, which was a bunch of old maps mixed into one. I mean, it was pretty cool, but yeah. And then you saw the war with Primus at the end. That was a pretty good one. And then you had Zombies Chronicles. That was one hell of a ride, and nostalgic ride. Then you had Black Ops 4, where unfortunately zombies took a tumble because of Activision. But still, you know, the Chaos stories, it's alright, but I still rather prefer the Aether. But unfortunately, like I said, Goral Krovi was the last one. Last Treyarch made until remakes came along. Blood of the Dead, The Five, Nuketown, and of course Call of the Dead. What's it called? I was happy as hell when I completed Classified because 12 hours just standing on the corner with the shield, I was happy. What's it called? And then Alpha Omega came out, you know, completed that. And then that's when Tag Der Toten came out, the last map of the Aether story. And I was scared to play it because I didn't want to finish the zombie storyline, but I wanted to see the end also. And the thing that made me cry in here, besides the death of Ultimus Primus Invictus, was a little token of George Romero, his glasses on the bench. That was a good touch. I had quite a wild run with zombies. Started off 8 years old and ended it as 19 years old. Started as a boy, ended as a man. But unfortunately, all journey must come to an end. It broke my heart when I saw them die. But at least they can rest in peace. Out of all those cycles of torments, it's finally come to an end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that was it. That was my ride of my amazing 10-year ride of zombies. Yeah, there was its ups and downs, but I had a good run. Thank you, Treyarch, for sticking with me through half of my life.